Hi Pisces, this is Kelly from Moon Pie Tarot. This is your monthly love reading for the month of May 2017. This is for Pisces Sun, Moon, or Rising. You can also check your Venus if you know what it is. So I've already pulled your cards and we'll get started with your reading. So at the bottom of the deck, you have the Queen of Rods. So some of you may be dealing with a fire sign. Some of you may be dealing with, it feels, you could be dealing with a Cancer, some of you. But the energy, if you're not dealing with any of those signs, the energy of this card, this could also be a card for Pisces I'm picking up. So some of you, this could be your energy where you are coming across very positive. You have, for the month of May, just this, it's almost like you have support from the universe. You have support from, if it's not yourself, support from any of these signs in your life, whether it's family, friends, or a significant other in your life. But your energy is very positive, confident, warm, loving. I feel like your overall energy is anything that you endeavor to accomplish in the month of May, whether it be starting a new relationship or having a deeper commitment with someone, it will be will have an element of being very positive, or you will feel very positive about this situation or about this particular person. And also here, after I pulled that, you have the Six of Cups. So some of you may have an ex returning, or this could be someone that you've been thinking about for a long time that's not in your life, that maybe you were just friends or you were wondering about them. They could be making a return. Or this is just someone you are very fond of, that you think of very fondly. Could be making a return in the month of May. So coming out of April, you have the Nine of Cups. So I feel strongly that this is a sense of joviality, a feeling of happiness, celebrations. Maybe you are attending some parties, or you're involved with groups of people. But there was also a sense of happiness between two people. So for those of you who are in a relationship now, or in some type of a union or a partnership, there was this energy of, at least in the month of April or the recent past, this feeling of some type of intensity in emotion with another person. However, in the month of May, you have the Tower card. So something has changed or will be changing in the month of May. Now, that doesn't mean, this card is not indicative of anything negative nor anything positive. To me, I feel that whatever foundation perhaps you and another person were on, the cracks in that foundation are going to actually cause change. So if there was a sense of happiness with another person, but there were just a couple of things, for example, and this is not for all of you, if you were dating someone and you were feeling very happy with that person, but it hadn't gotten to a place where maybe a deeper commitment of some sort, to me that's a crack, and that will come to an end. Okay, so whatever uncertainty was going on in a past relationship, whether or in one that you're in now, whatever you may have felt needed to change in the month of May will change. Okay, and so that was just an example. It could really be anything where you feel where you just feel that you need more stable ground, or you need more of a stable foundation in a relationship or with a person. But in the challenge position, you have the Emperor. Okay, so I want to point out some of these cards here. Some of you may be dealing with either another Pisces or a fire sign. So Aries, Leo. Some of you may have some type of involvement with a Scorpio. But that's just for a few of you. Cancer, did I say Cancer? But the Emperor is in the challenge and the benefit position. So I feel like this definitely has to do, this Tower card has to do with you wanting more structure in a relationship. Okay, it's and of course there will be, it could be just you in your thought process realizing, you know, things are really great with another person and you would like to make it more. Okay, and it's something that you may need to have a conversation with someone that you're dating. You may need to say to them, you know, I really enjoy our time together, but I would like more of a stable connection. Okay, and that could, and it's a good thing for you to do that, because this card, the Emperor's in the benefit position, but it will be a challenge for you because you may need to take a risk and stand up and say, hey, this is what you want. I feel like it's change for the good with this Tower card. And I see you with the Knight of Rods here wanting to be direct about that and desiring to be fearless about that. Because what's on your mind is going from this Nine of Cups energy here to this Ten of Pentacles energy, right? This is kind of like when people have their honeymoon and then when they start to build a family. So I feel like you are wanting to come from this position, and this month it will be time for you to state what it is that you want, and or at least this month is a good month to do that, because what's on your mind, this month you will have that fearlessness to go ahead and do that. You will feel that energy, that forward moving energy, to go ahead and be passionate and to say what you want, to say how you feel. And with the Ten of Pentacles, to express that this is what you're thinking and this is what you want, something practical, something grounded. This is stability, okay? And also for some of you, this could be another person that you are dealing with who could be the one that comes forward in the month of May and says to you these very same things, that, you know, we've been dating, or if you've met someone, or there's someone in your periphery, or you may meet someone who is of this Emperor energy, and they could state to you, either way, either whatever your situation is, they could come forward, much like an Aries with this Knight of Rods. They could come forward and change things and tell you, you know, this is where we've been, but this is what I want with you now. Okay, now going into maybe like second or third week of May, you've got the Five of Rods. So this is kind of like a playful energy, a little bit of competition. So you might be a little, if someone is coming towards you with this, you might be playing a little hard to get, or you might, maybe you need more proof, not just words from another person. Maybe you need to see that this person is really serious. Because of the Emperor being in the challenge position, you know, they to you might seem a little bit unstable, not fully. It's almost like you can see that they are, but you're not 100% sure. So you may have kind of this standoffish attitude a little bit. And they might be competing to try to get your attention or spend a lot of the month trying to win your heart. Okay. And I actually, to be honest with you, I do feel like this is for you Pisces having someone come forward doing this with you this month. I feel that's more strongly. It could be you reaching out and saying this, but a small percentage of you, I feel this is mostly someone else coming toward you and making these proclamations of having some more commitment, something more stable. Okay, because the Nine of Cups is kind of a fun celebratory card, but the Ten of Pentacles is more like family time, you know. Maybe, you know, this person might want to start a family, you know. So I do feel like you could just be kind of like, you know, testing them to see how strong and how truthful they really are, or how much they really want it. And they could also be feeling that energy from you as well, you know, that you are not playing games now, you know, with this person. You know, if your thought processes, you could be thinking to yourself that you want that too in general, but you may not be sure about them. That's the energy I'm getting, especially if this is an ex coming back into your life that you may have had some issues with them returning. You may need to actually see the proof. I feel like I had this, if you listen to the Cancer reading, it's very much, it's very similar. So for those of you Pisces who are dealing with Cancer, I would listen to the Cancer reading, because this might have something also. And if you're a Cancer listening for Pisces, listen to your Cancer reading, because the message is a bit similar. Now, in the position of you Pisces, you have the Eight of Cups. So you might actually be feeling that this person how can I say this? You might be feeling like they're just all talk and they're just going to break your heart again. And that might, if it's someone from your past that you've dealt with before, there is a sense that you might feel like, you know, you're going to get hurt again. There is that feeling within you. And there's also, for those of you who are single, and when I say single, there isn't anyone in your life, this person could come in and you might just feel fearful about committing or commitment at this time in your life based on past hurts. Okay, but this is just your energy for May, where you could be feeling like you may feel you don't somewhere deep down that no one will love you enough for marriage, or things like, or to have something deeper or more of a deeper commitment, or you may fear getting hurt again. Or if if someone in your past has walked away from you, or if this person is returning and they walked away before, you may be a bit distrustful, which could be why you're giving them their what for this month. Now, in the position of how they view you, they're viewing you with the sun. So they're viewing you as being someone very positive for them, very good energy for them, full of warmth and light, full of encouragement, positivity. So I feel like anything that you're dealing with the month of May, you may just need to be seeing for yourself really what they're about. Okay, either this first time, if they're new in your life, or if they're returning, or if this is someone you're currently with who you've just been keeping it. Maybe you had like a friends with benefits kind of a situation, and that person wants now to go to the next level with you. You may, they're viewing you as someone who they feel that you are good for them, and they're ready to take that leap, to take that chance with you, and they're viewing you that way. But again, like I said with the Eight of Cups, you might just be a little disenchanted. Okay, and your fear too, you have the Six of Pentacles. So you may fear being dependent on someone again. If you were in the past, or just in general, you may fear relying on someone. Sometimes this card can be a card of codependency where there's almost a neediness. So you may fear, you may want to stay, try to maintain. You may fear that you won't be able to maintain your financial security, maybe with someone returning, or this person in general, especially if they were someone who is careless with money, okay, and was just always out partying or having a good time. And you may fear that you will always be having to take care of them. That energy could come through. But your hope is that a part of you wants to be able to care for someone. And you're hoping you'll have that opportunity again, but you just don't want someone to be a drain or take everything from you. You want to maintain your independence, is what I'm trying to say here. Okay. Now, oh, I hear a lot of rain. I think it's raining. Yeah, heavy rain. So that goes quite well with this Nine of Swords energy at the end of the month. So I feel like you may be a bit emotional, overly emotional perhaps with this situation. I don't necessarily feel like it's bad. I just feel like you need to sort things out within your heart and with your head and your heart to try to figure out, to find a common ground between them, because even though this is a sword card, I feel like it's your emotions. There are things that you may feel a sense of confusion about this situation, and your emotions could be causing you to feel stressed. So you may need to use because this moon is showing up here. It's not fully lit, so there are some things that you're not too sure about with this situation, or with this person, whatever it could be, and it could be causing your thoughts some anxiety and stress, an inability to sleep. You could be up at night, but I feel like this is a good thing because you're going through some type of a transformation. You're going through some kind of a change. Okay, and if you're not, so you could be dealing with a Scorpio person, even though this Emperor is an Aries card. If you're not dealing with an Aries, this card is just representing having stability, the same as this Ten of Pentacles. So you could be, if you're dealing with a Scorpio person, you could be stressing out over this person about whether or not you should go forward with them. I don't necessarily feel, if they're making a proposition to you, that they want something, that they come out of nowhere in the month of May and in the beginning of May and tell you they want a commitment with you. I don't necessarily feel like you're going to give them a yes, but they're hoping that you will, because the Sun card is a yes card. They're wanting you to. They see you saying yes to them, but I don't see you doing that. I see you kind of trying to figure out what you want to do first. I see you trying to sort it out first at the end of May, because there's confusion, a little bit of confusion. You may have been in the dark about this person. But I do feel like even though this is in the position of how they view you, this is also in the position of them as well. And I do feel like their energy is very positive. And I do feel like they are being open with you, and they're being honest, and they're being truthful with you. They're not hiding anything. I feel like they're ready to come out into the open and tell and be expose themselves and expose what they really want. And that alone, especially if you are dealing with a Scorpio, that alone could be causing you great confusion because they may not have been like that in the past. They may have been a bit reserved, or you may be having trouble trusting it. Okay, but you need to trust your intuition as well, and align yourself in a way that figure out what you are and are not willing to deal with or to do in after this proposal comes. Ask yourself, is this what you really want? Is this person truly being honest? Are they really coming forth with integrity? And if there was anything that happened in the past, I feel like for some of you, this could have just been maybe a friends with benefits if you're single and dating, or just a friendship. For some of you, it could have been that. Or it could have been if you're married or with someone in a serious commitment, there could have just been very light-hearted energy between you. But maybe if you're married, someone telling you especially if you're younger, them wanting to have a baby now. So there could be pregnancy coming up. And if you are not in that place in your life, it could be if you're dating someone that has children, it could be a desire by this other person to bring all the families together. Okay, maybe it was just the two of you and friends, and now it's meeting the rest of the family. It could be that energy coming up, but there's a passionate energy for change and stability for the month of May. So I do see that taking place. So but at the end of the month, you're going to have to really try not to think too hard. Try to more or less trust your intuition, and maybe give it a little bit of time before you give a yes, because this person is saying yes, whomever they are to you, but you have to get yourself out of this. And if you're not dealing with a Scorpio, get yourself to transform, to end. This card is about ending and having a new beginning. Okay, so get yourself to put an end to all of this stressful thinking and the anxiety before you make a decision. Because you may feel inclined to say yes to this person because you may feel like it will end your anxiety, but it might not. So you want to clear out that energy first before you commit to something or say yes to something in the month of May. That's something you may be feeling like you want to do. You also, for some of you, could be, this isn't, I just feel like there's a stressful energy about change. Okay, so this could, it's not saying that you could decide to say no, and it's not saying you could decide to say yes. You just need to get rid of this energy first before you make a decision. That's really all that's coming through for me, for you, for this month. Okay, I'm going to end your reading here. I think that was kind of clear-cut and simple. So if you wish for a personal reading, you can always go to my website, please. It's moonpietarot.com. And there you can find all of my different pricings and readings, and peruse my site a little bit if you get a chance to see how I do my readings and what I offer and the decks that I offer. And Pisces, good luck with everything in the month of May, and I will be speaking with you soon. Okay, take care.